Fresh revelations. Cambridge Analytica whistleblower Christopher Wylie revealed extensive details of the company's operations in India. He named JDU and also referred to other major parties that operate in India and that the firm has worked with in the year 2009. In fact, 2009 Lok Sabha elections, 2007 UP elections, 2003 Rajasthan elections have been mentioned.
There was a lot of speculation yesterday after this whistleblower named the Congress in his testimony. Today he's actually put out a tweet in which he's named the extent of Cambridge Analytica's involvement in India. Now note, he's just named the JDU, but he has of course said that he was approached, and Cambridge Analytica was approached and hired by a number of major state parties and national parties. So what are the services that they've offered them? Now he specifies here, this particular document here specifies that our services help clients to identify and target key groups within the population to effectively influence their behavior to realize a desired outcome. Now, what is a desired outcome in this case? You see here in the 2012 Uttar Pradesh elections, 2011 Uttar Pradesh elections, Bihar, again Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, Cambridge Analytica has been hired to influence voter behavior. Now, JDU has specifically been named in the 2010 Bihar state elections, in which it says that they were asked to provide electoral research and strategy for the 2010 state elections for the Janata Dal United. On the other hand, as far as the 2009 Lok Sabha elections are concerned, it says that they managed the campaigns of a number of Lok Sabha candidates. Again, as I repeat, the names of the national parties and other political parties besides the JDU have not been revealed in this document, but it really raises serious questions of who these political parties are and what impact the particular work that they did had on the electoral outcome.
Meanwhile, JDU has denied any link whatsoever with Cambridge Analytica. Let's listen in.
जो आदमी वहाँ से बोल रहा है, मैं कहूँगा इस देश में आ जाए, ये गोल गोल बात न करे। अब मैं मानता हूँ कि ये बात सही कह रहा है कि नहीं सही कह रहा है, वो यहाँ आ जाए और सारी चीज बताए कि कौन कौन पार्टी ने क्या क्या करके किस किस तरह से डाटा लिए। हम सेल फोन ही नहीं रखते हैं, तो डाटा कहाँ से ले लोगे आप? अब हमारी पार्टी में जो लोग होंगे, यदि मान लो उन्होंने किया है तो उनको एक्सपोज करो, कौन कह रहा? ये जरूरी है कि हमारे साथ जो है वो सब साधु रह रहे हैं। यदि कोई गड़बड़ आ गया है तो उसका फर्क बताओ। वहां से ऊपर से बोल रहा वो।
कौन है कैम्ब्रिज एनालिटिका, कौन क्रिस्टोनियो हैं, हम तो जानते भी नहीं हैं दूर दूर से। हमारे पास तो इतने पैसे रहते नहीं है कि हम चुनाव में अच्छी तरह से हेलीकॉप्टर हायर कर सकें, तो हम कैम्ब्रिज एनालिटिका को हायर करेंगे। कैम्ब्रिज एनालिटिका को हम बताते हैं कि हमें ही काम देते हैं, उनके लिए हम थोड़ा डेटा दे देंगे उनको। अरे हम लोग जनता के मिजाज से चलने वाली पार्टी हैं और जनता का मिजाज जानने के लिए हमें किसी को हायर करने की जरूरत नहीं है। दूर दूर तक जेडीयू का, जनता दल यूनाइटेड का, ना कैम्ब्रिज एनालिटिका से ऐसे किसी शख्स से कोई संबंध नहीं है। ऑन रिकॉर्ड में बोल रहा हूं।
Well, so a clear denial there coming from the JDU. Now, not taking the data breach lightly, the Indian government has sent out a notice to Facebook asking them whether personal data of Indian voters are safe with them. The government seeks Facebook's reply by the 7th of April. So therefore, the government has, like I said, sent a notice to Facebook asking it to provide details by the 7th of April regarding possible data breach and manipulation of Indian electoral process by the social media giant or its associates. The notice to Facebook comes days after the IT ministry asked its associate and London-based vendor Cambridge Analytica a host of questions over similar allegations that included misuse of Indian users, data of Indian users to influence and manipulate elections. Let me go across to Aishwarya Paliwal joining me on the phone line. Aishwarya, you know, we just heard that report that Aarti was in fact reading out to us from the newsroom, that it's very clear from certain documents that we have accessed, various political parties had hired the services of Cambridge Analytica to influence voter tendencies. Now, at this point in time, new names are coming up. JDU has been named as a client and a clear denial coming out from the party. What do we make of this?
Well, definitely we could not expect anything more from the political parties. They are going out and defending themselves, saying that none of these parties, be it BJP, Congress, or now the JDU, had anything to do with Cambridge Analytica. Also now, the government is walking the talk. We had seen how the IT minister had earlier said that he will make sure that Facebook is held accountable. And now a notice has been sent to Facebook where there are 5 pertinent questions that have been asked. The government of India is asking whether the personal data of Indian voters and users was compromised by Cambridge Analytica. They're asking whether Facebook or its related agencies were utilizing Facebook data in any manner, and did they use it to manipulate the Indian electoral process. Also asking if there are any specific steps which are proposed to be taken by Facebook to prevent any misuse of personal data. They also take note of the fact that Facebook today has its largest footprint in India in terms of users. And therefore, are there any proactive measures that are being taken to ensure that the security and the privacy of the largest user data is not misused? Now, Facebook has been called upon to reply by the 7th of April. So definitely the government walking the talk.
Yes.
And none of the parties at this point accepting that they had anything to do with Cambridge Analytica.
Right, but then, these denials can only happen to a certain extent. Beyond a point, if documents show, if there is evidence that Christopher Wylie is coming out with to indicate that these are the clients of Cambridge Analytica and this is the level and extent to which there were business done to influence voter tendencies. At this point, Aishwarya, the government is working on a very strict deadline. 2019 elections is upon us. So are you saying that before that, the government can show enough political will to put systems in place?
Well, that is something which we'll have to wait and watch, whether how much is the government ready to walk the talk. We have just seen one notification coming out. Will there be follow-ups on this? Will the government actually force, a company like Facebook to answer to all these questions? That is something which we'll have to wait and watch. Not a lot of time left, as you rightly pointed out. Next general elections are around the corner. And an investigation is also underway, as the government had said that they will get to the bottom of it. So definitely all the angles will have to be investigated thoroughly before we get to know the extent to which Cambridge Analytica had used its power to influence the voters in India.
Right, and since there are many parties in it, will the government show that kind of determination to crack down on these unfair business practices? Thanks for joining us, Aishwarya, with the latest.